favorite sign because it's the sign of my 17-and-a-half-year-old son.
And I have Moon in Taurus.
Yes, she does, thank God. So, welcome to Virtual Tarot.
And I'm Ava.
I'm Trudy.
What do we do here, Trudy?
Well, what we do is we teach the tarot, number 1.
Yes.
We help our viewers reclaim the sacred feminine.
Yes.
Number 2. And
we keep you from falling into total depression and pessimism.
And manholes.
And manholes.
So, we're talking about the Empress this month. That's kind of our theme. We like to do themes. The Empress is the mother, and we thought, wow, that makes a lot of sense because this is the month of the mother. We will be celebrating Mother's Day this month. And as a mother, you should know that you are so special. You are so special that you were worshipped in days gone by.
Yes. Motherhood and all that mothers do, which is nurture, support, bring life, was the archetype of nature and was revered. And so therefore women were revered. Consequently, when you have the qualities in your God that you possess or that the female possesses, then they have the respect.
This is our familiar.
This is our kitty cat.
Yes.
So yes, go ahead.
She's black, of course. What else would she be? So anyway, yes, I mean, there was a mother-child mystery cult.
Oh my God, she's eating the plant.
Stop her.
Stop.
Do not eat the plant. She's
You
like,
can't do that.
she's licking her chops.
Oh my God.
It's our bird.
She ate the bird of paradise. She thought she was eating a bird.
That's so funny. So anyway, there was the cult of the mother and child.
Yes,
it was a mystery cult. And Ava and I looked everywhere. We were trying to find the history of the mother and child mystery cult. And all we could come up with were these fundamentalist preachers referring to the mystery cult. And of course, this goddess was named many things. Astar, Ishtar, Isis.
Not the terrorist group.
And actually Ostera, which is where the term Easter comes from. So Easter is about the mother and child mystery cult.
Right.
It happens to be Easter Sunday today. We are reading on Easter Sunday.
We are, yes, happy Easter, even though it isn't Easter when you see this.
So with that said, what we did come up with, because we couldn't find anything other than these fundamentalist folks referring, and all men, almost except for one woman, referring to us as the horror of Babylon.
Yes, horrors of Babylon. That's what the priestesses have become.
Yes. So we did find
sad diminishing of a beautiful concept.
So we did find in Harper's Bazaar magazine on the rack at least some visual interpretations of the goddess. So here we go. We have Gwyneth Paltrow as the Empress.
Yes, beautiful.
She is wearing a gorgeous turban made from fluffy pink beautiful roses. This is Ava's super favorite goddess.
It is.
Nicole Richie.
She's so beautiful in her bonnet of roses.
Which is really a fro. Okay,
Yes.
that's afro. That's a cool way of saying it.
I would
Afro.
wear that.
Fro.
If I had one of those, I would wear it.
Yes, and then, okay, I had one more of Demi Moore, but I don't see it, so that's okay. But anyway, so we just really wanted to let you know that this is all around, these archetypes live all around you. This card, the Empress, it does live within popular culture. So when you see these cards and they look all medieval and you can't relate to them, supposedly you can't relate to them, I want you to think of this. Here you go. All right. This is in right now, okay? How medieval is that? That's Roman.
And the first shoe.
Yes.
Yes. This was the sandals were the first shoe.
They're
which is,
back.
They just took some leather and put it under their feet and then strapped it on.
Right.
And that was the first shoe.
So when you're feeling as if you can't connect to the Weight Rider deck,
Yeah.
this stuff is still going on. I got a couple more. This is the Queen of Pentacles.
The working queen.
There you go.
The down-to-earth queen.
She's wearing bib overalls, also very big for this season.
Is it? I used to wear them.
Oh.
I hitchhiked around the United States in bib overalls.
Yes.
Nothing ever happened back.
They are back.
Your femininity is completely disguised.
In a
bib.
serious way. They're back.
Oh, really?
They're ugly. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles. This is a woman who is very well healed, okay? And she has a beautiful home, and she looks pretty self-sufficient.
She looks regal.
Yes.
And, look at that stance.
We're just missing the falcon.
Oh, the falcon is not there, and the kitty cat.
Yeah, we're missing those, but this is really an interpretation of the Nine of Pentacles.
And that little snail isn't going across her carpet.
But she's owning it right here.
But she owns her success.
Definitely. Okay, I gotta do my
one
more. Strength, because this is the best one. Okay, so the Strength card, you see the lion, you see the woman taming the lion, closing his jaw. Okay, this is Beyonce. I mean, I think this represents strength all day long. So this is all about feminine wiles, charm, love, conquers all.
Yeah. And conquering of your fears, too.
And your inner beast.
Right, and your inner beast. There you go.
Cut.
Ready.
Okay, so let's get into last month's recap.
Let's do it right now.
Okay, what did you have going on last month, Taurus?
What a month. It started with the star upright.
Yes.
So you are a star in the month of April.
And hope and inspiration has returned because
resurrected itself in your soul.
it comes after the tower. And I always think that's so strange. That the star is preceded by the tower?
Well, it makes absolute sense to me because once you have a trauma, a crisis, that's when you have your greatest internal lessons. And it's the return of hope. It's as if the sun had been put out,
right? Yeah.
Gone behind some dark clouds, and suddenly it starts to reemerge.
Okay, so the hope springs eternal.
Hope springs eternal, exactly.
Okay, that makes sense, actually.
Yeah.
Thanks for explaining that card to me. It's perfect. And then in the next position, we had the Nine of Pentacles in the upright.
Right.
Oh boy, I just showed that actually, which is kind of interesting. The archetype for the Nine of Pentacles, which was the woman who is in charge of her estate. She's built a beautiful environment around her. It kind of reminds me of our friend Ellie.
Yes.
Who builds almost like these sets.
Yes.
In her home.
Yes.
So everything is perfect.
Right.
Picture perfect. So that was the Nine of Pentacles, and you had said that the snail.
Well, it represents the Nine of Pentacles as your challenge is to, no matter how much further you have to go in order to get to 10, to the completion, the finality of whatever it is you're doing, you move steadily, progressively, like a snail, across the garden towards your end. And you do it so slowly, patiently, with a lot of determination, and you don't care how far you have to go to get there.
But that is your challenge.
Yeah.
Maybe others think you're a little bit of a slow poke.
Well, you do everything the way it should be done.
Right. And do you ever hear that little joke, which is, catch up, little tomato? That was in Pulp Fiction.
Oh.
It's a joke.
Catch up, little tomato.
Catch up, little tomato.
Okay.
Get it?
I get it.
Okay, so then we have the Ten of Swords in the position of the unexpected. Whoa. Okay, and this card was coming up a lot for a lot of our signs last month, but this is the card of complete finality in the position of the unexpected. So you're done. It's the Minor Arcana Depth card. Last wound has been inflicted unexpectedly.
You end something.
Surprisingly.
Right.
enough.
And or someone stabs you in the back.
Yeah, or tries to.
Does something behind your back. Something is done behind your back.
And then we have a 10 at the very end.
the 10 of Pentacles reversed.
Another 10.
So not feeling the support, not feeling the family cohesiveness around you, discord within the family of some sort.
Mm-hmm. Or not feeling like you're being financially provided for from a family or an organization that has the wherewithal to do so. It is withheld, perhaps.
Right.
We can move on with that,
All
although
right.
the star's in the upright.
Yeah.
So we are ready to do your reading for May, Taurus.
White light.
And we're gonna go with the white light thing. Here we go. Okay, we're putting and surrounding your digital device, everything.
Digital devices at home and in
Any
the
way that you could
cars.
possibly view this thing, all your screens.
All right.
White light. Are we good?
All right, we're good.
Okay, team.
We're done.
Team Virtual Tarot, let's go.
Let's go. Hold on. I want to make sure the randomness is truly random.
Here we go. And the first card for you in the position of environment, Taurus, this month is Justice.
The weighing up of the evidence.
Yeah, this card always throws me a little bit because it's so obvious.
Yeah, sometimes it's obvious.
It feels too obvious.
Right.
But the whole month you're really thinking about, and this is your birthday month, by the way. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
What is fair? What is not fair?
Right.
You need to be completely fair. And you are
Totally honest.
And Taurus is a very fair-minded sign.
Right.
Extremely loyal, very artistic, can be. And you guys really like routine. So Justice to me says, hey, I want my life as I've set this up, like as I have structured, as I have walked this path, okay? Which you kind of walk the same path every day, Taurus does, creature of habit, I guess, to be just, to be right. It's important.
It's a seeking of justice in some regard.
Yeah, it feels like, and I could be wrong, we haven't seen the other cards yet, but the way you live your life already as a Taurus is, sort of, it's not, like all over the place, like a Gemini or an Aries.
Yeah, you're pretty centered.
You're centered and you move slowly.
Right, methodical.
Yeah, you're methodical.
Diligent, practical, down to earth.
Yes.
Sober.
There you go.
Sober.
Yep.
Well,
Let's see.
sobriety.
What does this mean to you, this Justice
Let's
card?
have a look. Major Arcana.
Yeah, the Lovers.
All right,
In
so
a position of challenge.
a new love relationship might be a challenge.
Could be.
Could be.
Yes. It's two majors.
Yes. So you're trying to be as fair and honest as possible in some regard, and your challenge is to keep a new relationship alive, healthy, to make sure that you are being, you see, this is Adam and Eve, really. This is the archetype of male and female.
Yes.
So you're trying to keep a relationship very alive,
yeah.
because it's the beginning of a relationship.
Yeah, wow, now this makes sense.
Yeah.
Justice could be about decisions within the legal system about this relationship, because relationships can become business.
Well,
and once you enter the sort of arena of marriage
legality,
contracts and
when
partnerships,
you make it legal, when you put it into the domain of government law.
So like prenups,
right? All those
or
kinds
division
of
of assets, or just what you have versus what I have.
Yeah, what is mine? What is yours?
What's fair?
What's yours? What's mine?
How do we stay balanced? And it's also about balance
Yes.
and fairness.
Mm-hmm. So it could be,
It could just be a weighing of that.
yeah. Let's see.
Weighing of the relationship, too. Queen of Swords in the upright, okay? This is the queen that is not very sentimental. In fact, she's the least sentimental of all.
She's the lawyer.
The queens.
She is the lawyer.
She's the abogado. She's the truth teller. She can cut you in half.
This is telling the truth regardless of what the consequences are. Unexpectedly, you just decide to come out with it. Just to be...
Isn't that interesting? These are the same.
Yeah, they are the same.
Justice.
And the Queen of Swords.
You can see that they almost...
They look very much alike.
The same. But this queen would be an air sign. She would be a Gemini. She would be an Aquarius. She would be a Libra. She's the queen of the intellect.
Right.
And you are a Taurus. So interestingly enough, this queen comes up. I'm a Gemini.
Yes.
My son is a Taurus.
Right.
And there I am.
And there you are. So it's perhaps you are brought in to defend what is right.
Yeah.
What is just.
Yeah. Well, because she's defender of cause. I mean, especially Aquarius. Now, Aquarius is like, they're out there. They're the revolutionary. Yes. That's what they do.
But being able to manage your situation coldly, rationally, analytically.
Going back to this.
Right. Let's see what. Look at another one. Wow.
So we have two queens side by side. We have the Queen of Wands and we have the Queen of Swords. So they're going to duke it out this month, and we'll see who wins, right?
Well, it doesn't need to be.
Doesn't need to be like that, but it's kind of interesting because this Sword Queen and this Wand Queen.
Right.
I mean, this is the Queen of Passion. She's a fire sign.
Right, but they do get along.
She's an Aries. They do get along.
They do get along.
She's a Sag or she's a Leo.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they do get along. So you may have these two queens standing side by side.
Two mother-in-laws.
At your side.
It could be two mother-in-laws.
Yeah. Well, it could be.
But on a purely abstract level.
Yes.
So that it can apply to many situations, many circumstances. What the Queen of Wands is, she is the queen of inspiration, the queen of her art, the queen of she's like the Bohemian Queen.
Yes, she is, but she's also... I have my tear sheet. Get it, girl. She's the queen who is the career girl.
Yeah.
She's the entrepreneur.
She can manage her home. She can manage her career. She's totally in charge of her life and of her passions. Mm-hmm. So she's again the queen with the legs open.
She's the only queen in the deck with her legs open, and if she's in the reverse, we say this is the cheating queen.
Yeah, she's sowing her oats.
There you go. But she's in the upright, so that's not what this reading is about.
No.
It's not about fooling around. It's about just different types of energy that are flowing through the month.
So you're very analytical. You need to be weighing up the facts, the evidence. You need to be very fair in your dealings.
And decisions, because that's what the lovers...
decisions, choosing something very important. And then the Queen of Wands indicates that you need to be also independent and fired up. Mm-hmm. You need to fearlessly express who you are, your art, your passion, your creativity in the most independent way possible.
And you have to go out there and, back to the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Wands.
Yes, is an independent soul who wants to take it back.
And she also is the only queen in the deck with her legs spread.
Right.
So if she was in the inverse, we would say she is the cheating queen.
She's the wanton.
The wanton woman. The wicked woman.
Wicked woman. Yeah.
I watched that movie.
Did you?
Wicked woman. Oh my gosh, it's so ridiculous.
So absurd that it was actually real.
Dun dun dun.
Terrible man that was pestering her girlfriend.
Oh yeah.
I would probably beat him up too.
Well, the plot is this woman moves into town and she has an agenda and she basically takes advantage of men, which makes her dun, dun, dun.
Wicked woman.
Because men would never take advantage of women.
No, and the poor man she took advantage of owned the bar with his wife. Of course, fell head over heels in love with her, and then decided to defraud the government immediately with her.
Dun dun dun! Wicked woman!
Wicked woman!
She's a whore of Babylon!
She's the whore of Babylon!
But don't ever let me hear you talk about leaving again.
I couldn't leave you, Matt. I couldn't leave you if I wanted to. Financial transactions and new associations. Do not procrastinate, or you may sacrifice valuable business opportunities. See, it's right here in the book under your sign. We've got to do it right away, Matt.
I don't believe in that junk.
It ain't junk. You'd be amazed at how many of these things come true. Some of the biggest people swear by it.
That's right.
You're going to be the whore of Babylon
There
at the
you
end
go.
of the month.
Good for you. Sit. I love it. Go
Yes.
Taurus, go. But actually, going back to the reading,
We were just kidding.
we were talking about how the possible interpretation of this could be there is a choice that needs to be made within relationship, and it is a big one, okay?
And it takes a certain amount of detachment
Right.
to make this decision.
To make this decision
and then you become
because,
free.
yes, because we have this Queen of Swords. She could very well be a lawyer.
She could.
Or she could be someone sort of playing that role,
In your behest.
giving you legal advice.
Yes, on your behest.
And then at the end, what do? You become your own person.
You do. You take yourself seriously.
Right.
Really, is
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah. But it could be two women, and I want to come back to that for a minute. Because if you're a Taurus, you could have two women in your life. And I know we have a lot of bundle keepers out there.
Yeah.
And if you are a same-sex partner, I mean, you may be also looking at another option. So let's just say those are possibilities as well.
Yeah.
And we really thank you for coming in and hanging with us on Easter Sunday.
Easter Sunday.
That's what we are doing.
Feels like it too.
We're
doesn't it?
reading cards for you. And then I want to just mention the council card really
Oh, yes.
quickly because to me this is a bit of a conundrum. I'll
It
be
is a mystery
listening.
to be solved.
Yep, I'll be listening to that council card. We
Yeah.
have two majors opening the month, and then we have these two people. So we'll be offering that. Just click the link below. And then also, we have a free guided meditation. It's your gift for hanging with us on Mother's Day. So that is also in the link below. Click that, get that. We want to offer some structure to your spiritual practice. Also, we offer
Personal readings, private readings, private meaning absolutely private, on whatever subject you feel is important for you. And all you have to do is go to virtualtarot.wordpress.com, you'll go to the readings page immediately and peruse those readings, pick the one that's appropriate for you, and then send us your questions, and we will send those questions directly to heaven.
right on. And then the last thing I want to mention is we're having a contest. If you've had a private reading, you can enter. If you want to enter and you haven't had a private reading, get one and then enter. But we're going to give away.
We are giving away a guided meditation.
No, deep meaning love reading.
Oh!
I'm on to that next thing. She's still on the guided meditation. We're giving away a deep
We're
meaning
giving
love
away
reading.
so many things.
Yes, so the deep meaning love reading is for everyone who enters. The way you enter is you shoot a short testimonial on your phone. It only needs to be 2 or 3 minutes. Upload it to avatrudy@yahoo.com. We'll put your name in a hat. After that, we're gonna draw it on camera. So there you go. That is all of the free stuff, giveaways, council cards, private readings, madness of the month. Moving on to saying goodbye.
Goodbye.
And encouraging you to watch the outro.
Love you very much. Bye-bye, Taurus.